My goodness. I just had to get some fish out of the oven for my mom and brother and sister. So I've been running around all morning long trying to take care of everything for them. I'll spend tomorrow doing the same thing, cleaning up around here as much as I can. And Wednesday, I'm heading out. First stop will be Tuscaloosa, Alabama, sometime on Wednesday evening. I get a visit with my two daughters down there, son-in-laws, and two grandkids. And other family members and friends down there too before I head on over to Texas on Wednesday. Yeah, oh my goodness, yes. So I've got a granddaughter graduating from Killeen, Texas high school, and going there for that. I'm driving over. Can't wait. It's going to be good. Got to pick up my son at the airport down at Austin International, drive him up to Killeen, and then just enjoy the graduation for this week. It's hard to believe I've got a granddaughter who is actually graduating high school. That's really just wrenches. Digs deep. Two more be graduating next year. And there's still 5 more after that. So anyway, yeah, so this is a busy week for me. I've been trying to take care of everything, get it all set, make sure my mom's got medicine, somebody to take care of everything she needs, prepare food, clean the house, do all that kind of stuff while I'm away for a true Sunday evening. I should be back sometime late Sunday evening, back to the hills of Eastern Kentucky, right here where I'm located. And by the way, if I haven't said it already, welcome to the Daily Muster. My name is Cassandra Williamson, and I was just giving a brief rundown of what my week is going to be like. Pretty hectic. Going from here to Hardy, Kentucky, down to Tuscaloosa, Alabama to visit with some friends and family, primarily. Two daughters, two grandsons, and sons-in-law and their family. So I'm going down there. Then I'll stay overnight there. When is it? Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night. And then drive the rest of the way really early Thursday morning over to Killeen, Texas for my granddaughter's graduation. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a really busy week, trying to make sure everything's all taken care of and ready to roll. Now, over the weekend, I've been watching the Big Weekend show on occasion. This weekend, though, I watched it through to the end. It was playing around, and then they said, coming up, about 3/4 of the way into the show, they said, coming up, we're going to be talking about transgender elders. And the host of the show, this lady, there were 4 people on the panel there, on the discussion panel. And she says, I can't believe I'm having to talk about transgender elders as a news item. And then they proceeded to actually go after and attack transgender elders in New Hampshire who are seeking nursing home care in nursing homes. And I'm going to tell you something. I've got transgender elder friends of mine who are in nursing homes all over this darn country of ours. And it pisses me off that they would villainize an older American simply because they need the care, too. They call them a threat. All 4 of them did. Well, Jason Chaffetz, he was not nearly as bad as the other 3. The other 3 were going, it's immoral, it's unethical, it shouldn't be in there, they're a threat, we all know that. And I'm going like, oh my God, this is just dumb on their part. And if you've received my email this morning, I hope you did. I laid into it there. I'm going to keep hammering this home. Fox News sucks. Fox News went after transgender elders in this country. I told everyone that they were not stopping at kids. I remember these conversations all the way back in 2016 and 17 at the Missouri State House when we were fighting stuff then. And people were just like, no, they're trying to do this to protect the kids and all that. And I said, bullshit. No, they've always wanted to shove all LGBT people under the floorboard of the back closet somewhere. They don't want them in public. They don't want to see them. They don't want to hear them. They don't believe that any of us have anything of worth to say about anything. And anyone who supports us, they claim that they're just as crazy as we are. And we're not. And they're not. Science supports us. And the wacky bullshit that's coming out of HHS, the Health and Human Services Department, under Mr. Robert Kennedy, non-doctor, non-professional in anything, just a politician. The crap that's coming out of there is even worse. I just saw something this morning that he's, when his confirmation hearings were taking place in the Senate, you know what he did? Excuse me. He said, no, I'm not going to fire all of our scientists. We're going to make sure we keep the ones we need and all that kind of stuff. And, we're not going to fire them. Well, lo and behold, they're going to. And we know that. These people can't stand somebody who is more educated than they are. They don't trust anyone who has an education that's outside of their local church or mosque or out of their local synagogue if they're Republicans in those fields, in those religious fields. Yeah, so, they absolutely want the rest of us to be handmaidens to everything that's going on in this country. Sit back and let the men run the show, folks. No, no, this is craziness. We need people getting pissed about this stuff right now. We'd have no room for lukewarm things going on in this community. But here's the catch to this. Every time one of us in this community does something stupid, makes us all look bad, the right will use it as a weapon against us. We have got to start taking responsibility for those in our community and telling them to calm down, shut up, and get out of the way. They're causing more trouble than anything else. Yes, you have a right to be who you are. No doubt about it. Claim whatever label you want or don't want. I don't care. But you're destroying, if you're out here doing these things, you're destroying what little bit we have left of our dignity and our respect, such as it is in this current administration. So no, you've got to stop this stuff, take control over it, and be focused on going after Fox News and others like them, and Pete Hegseth, and President Trump, Pam Bondi, you name it. They're all in on it. Kevin Roberts is like a marionette up there controlling all the little puppets underneath him right now. That's what Kevin Roberts, you know who Kevin Roberts is? President of the Heritage Foundation. Used to be president of a Catholic university or college. And he's running the Heritage Foundation and is the driving force behind Project 2025, the mandate for leadership, from which this administration has been going down line by line by line and fulfilling every bit of it on steroids, putting it out there in far stronger terms than what they even wrote in the policy guide. No, this is craziness, folks. We've got to start doing things and going after those who are doing it. And I don't mean in a physical way. I don't want to see any kind of violence. I do not want to hear of any violence or anyone in this community, any minority population person. I don't care if it's trans or LGBT or racially or ethnic. We've got to stop because we're feeding the narrative that this whole minority population in this country is, not worthy of representation. That we have disenfranchised ourselves from the electoral process and from the constitutional safeties and guarantees in our own republic. Yeah. That's what's going on here. They're using it, and they'll continue to use it every time someone in these communities, in any of these communities, does something crazy. And they don't even have to. That's not even the point. The point is that these people have wanted to subjugate and put in chains the minorities in this country that they don't like. They're currently in power, and they're trying to do everything they can to roll back all the stuff that you think that you have a right to. They call it trying to restore meritocracy. Well, it's more like kleptocracy. It's more like the spoils system from not from Alexander, but from Andrew Jackson. All of these stuff, President Andrew Jackson did all that. I'm not going into the details. I'll talk about it on another show. But that's what's been going on, folks. They want to return to a system of meritocracy, they call it. But I'm going to tell you, who are they putting in all these places? If they're firing some and putting other people in, who are they putting in? People that they have vetted and approved, who believe like they want them to believe. In other words, yeah, there's no meritocracy there. These are people that they want to be in positions because, I like Uncle Joe Bob Corncob Holer, whatever his name is. Holy cow. This is not about meritocracy. It never has been. This is about Christian nationalism having its hand over the entire nation. From Matt Walsh, Christopher Rufo, Fox News is doing it now. And, well, they've always done it. And then Kevin Roberts up here going, oh, that's not the right way over there. Let's fix that one. They are policing their own. They are policing their own. And here we sit back and don't point it out to them that they're doing these things wrong, that are just immoral. When they said on the big weekend show this past Saturday, the 17th of May, 2025, when they said that it was immoral and unethical for transgender elders to be in nursing homes with other people or in retirement homes with other people, that's the height of stupidity. And I hope you're listening because I'm pissed. We need to be pissed and stop this sitting back and hiding and doing nothing and not getting loud about it. Yeah, we don't have the numbers. Yeah, we don't have the numbers to influence these things in a major way. But I'm going to tell you, people will follow the loudest ones. People will follow those who are out there going, come on, we've got to go and do something. Otherwise, they're going to chew us up and spit us out, and you won't find us again for another 3 generations. And we'll still be here. We're not going anywhere. We've been here all along. Not going anywhere. I mean, Albert Cashier was back there in the Civil War. Yeah. Pulaski, General Pulaski, Casimir Pulaski, at the very least intersex. The founder of U.S. Army Cavalry. That one. Polish general came over, helped Washington win, get his troops in line. That one. Father of the American Cavalry. That's just crazy. We've got to stop. We've got to stop the things that are putting a spotlight on us in inappropriate ways. We need loud voices right now proclaiming and saying on every platform possible how wrong it is that Fox did what they did this past Saturday. You are calling Americans, elders, unethical and immoral just because they're transgender. You're full of it pisses me off. It should piss you off too. It really should, because this is craziness and we're sitting back and doing nothing about it. And all they do over there on Fox, and you can pick a show, any show that you want on Fox News, and somewhere along their show program for any given day of the week, they'll have something to say about transgender people. Why? Why are they doing it? Like a friend told me this morning, it's distraction for one thing. They want you to be distracted from all the crap that's taking place over there with, Cutter wanting to give our president a 747 decked out for the royal family. They're not going to say it out loud, but, they appealed to his vanity, folks. And they want to give it to the Defense Department. But, that's crazy too. You know why? Because the Defense Department is supposed to be the one that will fix it up. It'll spend millions and millions and millions of dollars fixing that thing up and making it secure and blast proof and all this stuff. all the technology has to go into it. But after the president's term, he wants it to be given to the Trump library. Oh my God. You ought to be pissed about that too. That is horrendous. We don't do that. There's actually a clause in the Constitution about that. No gifts from foreign governments. We give gifts all the time. We've given ships and planes and everything all around the world. Given. But we are in no position to accept in return because that obliges us to them, just as what we were doing with the other nations, giving them ships and planes, obliges them to us in some degree. That's just the way it works. Human nature is that way. But let me tell you, all these stories over here you're seeing right now, or actually for the past year, 2 years, 3 years, every time you turn on Fox News, they'd have something to say about transgender people. Because what they were doing is getting you to look at this hand, while over here in this hand, they're putting their stuff down in their pockets and going, oh yeah, we got that one by them. They didn't see that. Americans are no fools. We see these things. We know what's going on. We know what is right and wrong. And it is wrong, flat out, to receive a gift from Qatar at all. Oh, my goodness. And then we still have the big weekend show calling elders in this country who happen to be trans immoral and unethical and a danger to others in those nursing homes and retirement homes. Whoa, my God. If you're not pissed, if you aren't riled up about that, you are paying no effing attention. Yes, that can be part of the distraction too, but no, I don't think it is. Because here's why. They have wanted to subjugate us for 75 years. This whole entire LGBT and trans communities and transsexual communities prior to that, and whatever you call them before all of that, all the way back to the eunuchs, biblical times. They want to get rid of these people and get them out of sight, out of mind. That way they don't have to do anything about it. Come back at 6 this evening, Eastern time, and we'll keep doing this. Again, this is Cassandra Williamson from Up in the Holler. And I hope you have a good day and get pissed every now and then, will you?